guys, we're here and welcome back to another episode of the FIFA 19 market update series, in which I keep you guys up to date with all the trends to look out for on the market to stay ahead of the game and make a lot of coins when it comes to trading and investing. Now today is actually the final full day of the Future Stars promo. It's a Thursday. We had Division Rivals and Foot Champion rewards as well. These new cards will go out of packs tomorrow at 6 PM, and with that I'm not sure if there's going to be another promo coming on the Friday. I doubt there will be. I'm going to be talking about new upcoming promos in just a moment. What is the next thing to look out for on Ultimate Team? We're going to take a look at all the player prices though to start off, just to see really what's happened over the past week or so with this promo. Haven't done a video for quite some time in this series. It's been about 4 or 5 days because I've had tonsillitis and literally haven't even been able to speak, let alone record videos. But we're back now, and Ronaldo, I believe, was at about he was over 1.8 million last time, and he was at like 2 million during Team of the Year. Bear that in mind, and now he's down at like 1.75. He's dropped down a ton, and it really has been the biggest crash of the year for the majority of cards, especially icons and really high-end cards. Because these high-end golds, the meta cards like this, weren't affected that much during Team of the Year because the majority weren't actually in packs because they were in the actual Team of the Year with a different special card available. So we didn't see these cards get affected too much. But Ronaldo's down a ton. I expect these cards to recover a little bit, dependent on whether or not we have a new promo. But then as soon as we have another promo, these cards will then drop down again, and I think that cycle is going to continue over the next couple of months, as we do have a lot more promos coming up quite soon. Messi is down a ton as well. This is by far and away the cheapest Messi's been this year. He's down below 700k, which is crazy cheap for him. His cheapest, absolute cheapest during Black Friday, which up until now has been the biggest market crash for Meta Gold cards, he was at like 750, 760, and now he's all the way down at like under 700k, which is an insane price tag for Messi. And these have really happened in the past like 3 or 4 days. At the very beginning of this promo, these cards were low, but they've taken an extra big hit in the past couple of days, and it's crazy. I believe Neymar's also down a lot. Yeah, Neymar's down at like 500 or so. He may be a tiny bit higher than some of the others just because currently we've got Cavani and Mbappe both in the Team of the Week. And anyone who got them, since it's a Thursday, in their Foot Champion rewards will have probably bought Neymar to link into them. So that's probably why he's not down as much as others, because I have seen him lower. Sergio Ramos is down a lot though. He's down like 200k. Cheapest he's been for the entirety of this FIFA. Fabinho's at like 30k. His price hasn't changed too much because typically you see cards like Fabinho, Walker, like Davinson Sanchez, those lower end but still popular cards, they drop down a lot when we have lightning rounds, which is less the case now because it's more just people kind of spamming packs and stuff with cards they've sold and just kind of doing SBCs and stuff, and that's what's causing these high-end cards to drop. It's less the case with these cards. These haven't dropped as much because we haven't really had like any massive lightning rounds or anything like that. Van Dijk's also down a lot. He's down like 120 or so, which is the cheapest he's been all year again. Kyle Walker is down as well. He's going for about 40k or so, 45 or so. He's actually not gone down that much. He's kind of stayed around the same price. But on the whole, all of the high-end Meta Gold cards have dropped down with this promo, and I expect they'll recover a little bit. But even then, like, they're going to recover possibly like Saturday and then drop down again with Weekend League sell-off and then recover gradually in that week after. So you're not going to see these cards instantly rise up, and it really depends on if we have any new content on Friday, which I doubt. I will be talking though in a moment about there's basically 2 or 3 new promos we could have in the next couple of weeks. I'm not sure if EA will do all of them, but there's a lot of new stuff possibly coming. Looking at the high-end icons, Cruyff is down, lowest he's been this year I believe, just over 3 million. He was at like 3.4, 3.3 last time I checked. Hullet's down extremely low as well, 4.7 is very low for the prime version of him. Vieira is probably down a lot as well. He's down around 3 million or so. There aren't many on the market. He typically seems to go for just under 3 million. And then looking at these mid-tier icons, Nedved is insanely cheap. He's like 818k. That is mad cheap for him. He was at over 1 million just before Team of the Year, and then after Team of the Year he recovered to that. And I want to quickly check Stoichkov, who I have right here. I picked him up for 880k. That was during Team of the Year. He recovered to 1.1 million following Team of the Year, and I expect he's probably down at like 800k or so now. Yeah, 840, so really low for him. No one expected this new promo to come, so like these cards were all recovering and just going up a nice amount, and then this promo came out. We had so many meta cards that these icons and just all these types of cards just dropped loads and loads, because unlike with Team of the Year, the reason this market crash was so big is because unlike Team of the Year where everyone knows about it and everyone's preparing for it, in this case here it's a lot different, because obviously like No one was expecting this promo to come. We had about 2 days to prepare, so everyone just panicked and sold a lot of cards. Baby icons are down so much as well. This is the cheapest baby icons have been this year by a mile. So like right now you can get a really good card like Campbell, who's got 84 pace, 85 defending, 85 physical. That's solid. You can get him for 500k. You can get loads of icons for under 500k now. Like you can get a 90 rated Litmanen, for example, like good players for really, really cheap. So if you're looking to get any icons, I think now's a good time because they're very, very low. Same with some of these high-end meta gold cards. Now looking at informs, we've got a lot of players here, and these have been a little bit different. Like some of them have risen up. I think Szczesny's actually gone up a little bit. I'm not entirely sure why, but then you'll see with like Bailly right here, he's dropped down. He was at like 120k before Team of the Year. During Team of the Year went down to like 100, and then he recovered to about 115, and now he's down below 100. Let's quickly check Lala. What's going on with him? He is he going for over 200k? I did say that he would rise a lot following Team of the Year because obviously he links into Mbappe. We didn't have a Team of the Year right back as well, so he was still going to be the best right back on the game. I think he took quite a big hit when Alexander-Arnold came out with his new Future Stars card, but he's recovered now over 200k or around that anyway. Hernandez, what's he at? About 130, yeah, about 130k for him, actually going down a little bit. So yeah, he's also really low. Like informs haven't been affected as much as we saw during Team of the Year, for example, on the whole. But we have seen these gold cards and icons get affected hugely by this promo. Now I'm not entirely sure why Alex Telles is in here. This may just be to represent like these types of cards in general, which have depth, because I actually have a Kimpembe that I picked up. It wasn't as an investment or anything. Same with that Campbell, they were just cards I was using. I picked up a Kimpembe to use because I needed a French centre-back. Got him for 266, which at the time I sniped him, it was 20k cheaper than the next lowest by now. Now it's kind of the price he's selling for, but expect these cards to rise up a lot in the build-up to the Champions League, which is going to start in like a couple of weeks' time. With that, you'll see these cards go up loads and loads in price as the hype starts to build up, especially the ones that have easy fixtures. So maybe not Kimpembe, because he plays for PSG, who are playing against United, who that's not the toughest but not the easiest of games. But imagine, like, I don't know, I think Barcelona have quite an easy fixture. I think Man City, they're playing Schalke, they have quite an easy fixture, so you'll see players from them probably rise up more because people expect they'll go through. Mbappe, he's actually, wait, is he gone up? No, I thought he was at like 900k. No, he's dropped down. It's because he's got a second inform. I know it's in a different position, which hasn't caused the card to drop down lows, but he has still taken a little bit of a hit there. He's down like low ends of 600s, and he was up like near the high ends of it last time we checked. Hulk is down a lot just because this is a card that's becoming less relevant. No one really uses that Hulk card anymore. Kante is down below 700 last time we checked. I think he was over 700. It's just because there are more options coming in now with these Future Stars cards. You're going to see a lot of informs that are previously kind of really popular and the best in their position starting to lose their hype, lose their value. Like now you've got Guendouzi, for example, who's got a very similar card. He's got much better passing and shooting, and you can get him for like less than this card. You've got Aouar as well, the centre mid from Lyon, and Dombele. So many good options. And replacements to these types of cards, that it's more saturated now if you're looking for French defensive midfield options. So not everyone's going with Kante like they used to, so a card like that is starting to lose its value. Hazard's dropped down below 600k, quite a lot below 600 actually. He was over 600 last time we checked, which wasn't that long ago, and he recovered to nearly 700 following Team of the Year. Ben Yedder, what's he at? Ben Yedder's just such a popular card, he never drops that much. He's around 100k or so, isn't too bad for him. And then Aubameyang, he is going for just below 500, so not too much change there. Again, like Ben Yedder is because he's a really popular card to use. But that's the main trend really there with inform cards. They haven't fluctuated that much on the whole, apart from if it's a card that's now got a lot of different options being brought in with those new Future Stars cards, which has caused them to drop down. If there's like an SBC or something, in some cases some of these cards will have gone up. But on the whole, they haven't been affected too much, but some have dropped down. It's with these gold cards, like literally all of the high-end gold cards that have dropped down, so you see that trend across the board. There aren't any discrepancies really there. Icons across the board have also dropped down, whether that be mid-tier baby icons or obviously the primes as well. they've all dropped down. I've talked about what's going to happen in the future to these prices, and I said it's going to depend on promos. Now we've got Lunar New Year, which could come, I believe it's going to be like fairly early on in February. We could have Lunar New Year, and that could mean we have half price packs. I think that's something we've had in the past, and just lots of lightning rounds and stuff really. And with that, EA will try and spice it up a bit, probably do a 6 team of the week, probably do team of the week packs as well. Maybe do some special cards. There'll be lots of SBCs related to Lunar New Year as well. It's a promo we've always really had in the past, and because of all these packs you have, especially like the half price packs, which is something we've had in previous FIFAs, lots of people will open them, so we will see these types of cards drop down in price again. So they're not going to like just completely rise up again, but it's going to be a cheap time to buy if you're looking to get specific cards right now, especially the Icons and some of those high-end gold cards. So that promo is one we can look out for. I expect that will happen. It has in the past. We've also got Winter Ones to Watch, which should come around the same kind of time, I expect. I think that should be coinciding with the end of the transfer window, which is in like a week's time. So I think that'll be like early February, kind of like February 2nd, February 3rd. Whenever it's on a Friday, really. It should start on a Friday in early February. So we'll have Winter Ones to Watch. I think again we should have that. I know there haven't been many massive transfers. There's been De Jong, but he's not actually gone to Barcelona yet. He will later on. There's been like Pulisic, but he'll also go later on, like in the summer. Higuain's big, but he's over 30, I believe, and like normally they don't give ones to watch cards to players who are over 30. So there aren't going to be that many big cards there. So I'm thinking possibly just because EA aren't going to want to churn out like constant promos every week to ruin the game, they may possibly not do Winter Ones to Watch. I'm not entirely sure, just because there's not really going to be many big players. Like no one's going to open lots of packs to get like Fabregas at Monaco or something. Like the majority of these cards are going to be fairly average. So I'm not sure. I don't think EA are going to do all the promos that we expect, just because they don't want to have so many, because they're adding in new promos, so they're probably going to remove some. So if one's to be removed, it could possibly be Winter Ones to Watch. Could maybe be Lunar New Year as well, and then we will have winter upgrades too coming out further on into the month of February, and that will also affect the market, but more so with cards that get upgraded and downgraded. And I've done a separate video talking about that. I've also done some videos talking about possible predictions when it comes to upgrades that we could have as well. If you want to check those videos out, I'll leave links down below in the description, or you can just go and check my channel. But we will see cards that could potentially get winter upgrades. Special versions of those players could rise in price, and then also their regular gold card will probably drop down in price, the non-upgraded version, because it will be a bit of a defunct card. It will no longer be the best gold version of that player. But on the whole, really, that's what's to look out for in the future. We've got a month of a lot of promos coming soon. I'm not 100% sure if all of them will come out though, because I don't think EA want to do like just spam the market with so many promos, because that's just going to ruin the market. Although they would make a lot of money from it, so you never know with EA. They'd probably want to go for the money. But there is a lot to look out for in the future. These cards are really low though right now, so if you're looking to get especially meta gold cards, the high-end ones and icons, they're really low. So you can get some of them at a really good price right now. I think it's the cheapest they've been going right now, especially with icons. Throughout this promo, I've been keeping an eye on them, and right now, like last couple of days, very, very low. We also got a 6 team of the week as well, so I think a lot of people are opening packs for that. And with it being Thursday, we will see a little bit of a rise in the market like now and Friday, because people are buying their weekend league teams. But still, I think it's a sick time to buy your team right now. So that's my personal opinion on the market. If you guys do want to see another episode of this tomorrow, once the not road to the final, once the Future Stars promo is over, if there is a new promo or something, I'll talk about that as well. I'm also going to be doing an episode of this series with another trading YouTuber pretty soon, who's hit me up, and we're going to be doing a collab or two, so not sure if you guys can guess who it is. He might have commented on this video, I'm not sure, but that should be out in the future anyway. And yeah, if you guys enjoy, leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll catch you later. Take care.